Okay guys, good morning. I'm reading Lincoln's Man, and this is on page 94 in your nonfiction packet. Most people don't know this. President Lincoln paid a man to take his place as a soldier during the Civil War. The draft laws of the war allowed a wealthy man to pay another man to serve for him in the army. These men were either too old, ill, or unable to serve in the army. In 1864, Lincoln asked an assistant to find him a man of courage and honor to serve for him in the army. His assistant happened to see John Staples walking along with his father on the streets of Washington. The assistant asked the young man, who was not yet 21 years old, if he would like to serve for Lincoln in the army. The man agreed, but his father had to give his approval as well. The father soon agreed, and the young man was paid $500 for his service. Staples had already served for another man earlier in the war when he was living in another state. After serving for a few months, he had become ill with a serious fever and had been discharged from the army in 1863. Lincoln met Staples and his father, and he approved the choice. He then told them that he hoped the young man would be one of the lucky ones. Staples rejoined the army on October 1st, 1864, and served for a year. By then, the war was over, and he returned to his home in Pennsylvania. Lincoln was shot a year later in 1865. Staples died in 1888 of a heart attack at the age of 43. They are both remembered for their sacrifice and dedication. Okay, now I'm going to read you the questions so you can highlight and answer. Okay, number 1. Why would Lincoln want to pay a substitute to serve in the army for him? A. As President of the United States, he should not put his life at risk. B. He was required to find someone. C. He wanted somebody who could shoot straight. And D. He wanted to embarrass his enemies. So go ahead and look back in the passage and highlight your answers. Okay. All right, number 2. Which of the following, sorry about that, guys, is an opinion and not a fact? Lincoln wanted to set an example by hiring a substitute. The cost of paying a substitute was too high. Staples' father became a chaplain in his regiment. Sorry, guys. Staples was 21 when he became Lincoln's substitute. All right, go ahead and highlight. Number 3. From the context of the passage, which word means a selection of people for military service? A, draft. B, discharged. C, substitute, or D, assistant. Go ahead and look back in the passage. Okay, and number 4. Why did John Staples leave the army in 1863? He had a heart attack. A, B, he had a serious fever. C, the war was over, or D, he wasn't happy. All right, guys, I hope you highlighted your answers and pick the best choice. Make sure you also put a number next to what you highlighted. All right, guys, have a great rest of the day. Stay healthy. Miss you.